I don't believe in old Egyptian gods. I don't believe. I don't believe.
Tips anyway, and I say no I hope you're doing well. I'm going to check the sound as usual. I want to make sure that you can hear me loud and clear. Looks like I'm having some connection issues. Some people must have been praying real hard. I'm gonna try my mobile's connection. Microphone check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Okay, can you hear me loud and clear, brothers and sisters? Because on the browser, it's troublesome. On the application, it seems to be okay. Oh, thank you, Exodus 66. Yeah, should be okay now. Now.
I don't believe in old Egyptian gods. I don't believe.
Oh, it's okay. My Eclipse don't work. I manage. Oh, first of all, let me check. Let me share that I'm live streaming. What does it say here? Sharing was canceled. What? Okay. So first, I'm gonna let the people know that I'm live streaming. That's it for YouTube and now Twitter. Done. These are closed. shall close. And now I'm going to share the link, the video I will share just before we deal with it. Hey, what's up, James? Oh, by the way, the title of this video is Legal Action Butler. He'll take you to court if you're disrespectful. Now, here I've shared a video whose title is Love Changes Like the Seasons. Coffee Pisces addresses Reg, I'm just going to say Reg, with respect, and you have the link. That's the video that I just shared. 2 hours and a half long. It was uploaded on May 16 of this year. And look at the description for this video. Coffee Pisces addresses Reg with respect. Kofi addresses the lies that were told on him, his company, and how he feels about another black man wanting to put the police and get to federal court involved. I guess he meant to write and get the federal court involved. Kofi Pisces talks about elder versus older. I'm not going to play it, but at the beginning he says what some people have said also, that just because someone is old, it doesn't make him an elder. So here you have one comment and another one, but the ones of interest is from Reg. And as you can see, he addressed the author of the video by saying, I understand that you are busy. However, I did try to set up a call with you. I personally want to put an end to our disagreement. I actually feel that this is not your doing. However, on this thread, Mr. Kalfani, that's Batishan for those who don't know. Mr. Kalfani said, after I gave him fair notice that he is harassing me, fair notice. You need to peep the jargon, the vocabulary, the vernacular, that he is harassing me, said that this channel is his channel. This is disturbing. The videos on this channel have no disclaimer. Therefore, all parties who are allowed to post seem to have ownership. All parties. It's quite, legal jargon type of vocabulary. But anyway, I do not intend to bring you in federal court. So who is he intending to bring to federal court? Has he brought anybody to federal court before? If he has, how many people has he brought to federal court? However, Mr. Kalfani is in fact harassing me under a name or alias that you use. This is problematic. If he is speaking on this board and aloud, he is in fact speaking for all of you unless you take action. In addition, several possible members that seem to be associated with you, Chavis and Sutek, are also involved in harassing me on this board and in other places. This channel should not function like a gang. You say that you approach me for guidance. Here I am going to give you some guidance, and you don't have to take it, but it is sound legal guidance. Gets interesting. Issue a public disclaimer that in the future you speak for yourself and the views and opinions are not yours on this channel. Normally, this will fix this. However, Mr. Kalfani says that this is his channel And until you take action, his statement is true and has implications. I would at some point like to talk to you personally in the next few weeks after you have had time to think about the matters, and especially not only your feelings but my feelings. I promise that my conversation will be in good conduct. I mean, this jargon, man. This jargon, man. I actually wish you well. I did not like a few comments on your show. I know that you made them because you were passionate about the work that you intended to do. Please be mindful that in courts of law, your words can help or hurt. Please look carefully at the Georgia case against Gunner and Young Thug. I mean, brother seems well versed. Did he study law? I thought it was computer science or engineering. They have been indicted based on song lyrics alone. I am saying this to tell you how legal pleadings are constructed. He seems well versed. Again, he wrote attention. Safe to say he meant intention. I have no intention of taking action against you. The problem, what's up, James? How you doing, James Powell? Can you hear me loud and clear, brothers and sisters? Make sure you're on full screen mode. The problem is that the other statements are linked to your alias and this platform. None of this is your doing. However, this is a fact. I am not also intending to call the police on you. Who was intending to call the police on? Over some disagreement? Over some comments? Does he have a special number, a special line, a direct line? Is he calling his colleagues? However, if I feel threatened or the harassment continues, if I choose to take action, the material on this platform will be an issue. We as a people do not have a court. The only court we have is the city, state, and federal courts. When I talked about the federal court, I mean that the jurisdiction will be in that court. Again, Mr. Pisces, I am giving you guidance that you should separate yourself from what others have done. You don't have to take my advice. However, it just makes practical sense. I'm sure that you have business partners and advisors. Please review this statement with them. To your advisors, I'm giving Mr. Pisces advice on how to separate his individual business practices from misuse from people who have proven harassing me with their own posts and words. Oh, he was harassed by posts, by publications and words. Okay, so he's ready to take legal actions and take people to court over publications and words. All right. And this can be construed as direct evidence. I mean, this jargon, man, the jargon game is on point, man. To the public, I do not attend, but he obviously meant intend to take any legal actions against the good brother Kofi Paisi. However, at least one of person, probably one of the person, but never mind. At least one of person has said that this is his channel and he's talking for the channel. I am not snitching. If someone is five or is not snitching, he's doing his job. I have three courses. R response. I'm just reading how it is written. 1. Do nothing. 2. Take legal action against those harassing me. 3. Participate with negative actions, which I have no attention, it probably means intention, to do. This matter has caused me pain and suffering in having to defend myself. This is the guy who banged on Kemetic people for 2 years. And some people had some words and posts, and it has caused pain and suffering. When I talk about the superiority complex, Mr. Coffee Pisces, I write this in good faith, with fair notice, with fair notice, all the best. Some of you might not be aware, but the barbarian, Viking like Vandal said F you to me, or probably 5, 6 times. Can you imagine if we were in a village and he was the head of the village, the chief of the village? Would I still be alive today? Let's continue. Coffee Pisces, if you want to talk to me, you can set up a three-way call with Zaid. I am sure we can come to an understanding. I am reasonable. Most of this you had nothing to do with. It was Sean. See, that's Bati Sean that misused your channel to settle his own issues with me. The owner replied, I am up for a talk with you, but I do not know Zaid. Call Onk and let Onk set up the call. Reg replied, Zaid is Isaiah. He has talked to you and asked to set up the call, so I accepted. I think we can come to an agreement. Some people use the word deal. First, to undo what you perceive as damage to your business. I'm actually helping you so that your business can go forward without worries from any claims. I will do this freely. All right. Lucky he doesn't charge. The other issue has to do with me and you. Looking forward to the conversation. You didn't start this, and it seems you have got roped into this. And here we have Batishon. He addresses Reg and he says, you're simple minded and a liar. This is our channel, not his channel, and I didn't set up nothing to settle a dispute. Now you're trying to save face by misrepresenting the facts. Reg replied to him, I am giving you fair notice that this is harassing me and using this instrument to do so. I have nothing to say to you. A lot of time he has nothing to say to people. Then Batishon told him, this is my YouTube channel and you don't want to be responded to, don't come on my channel or platform. Now, lies was mentioned here. And the funny thing is that, Reg said that I'm lying. I merely quoted him, but I'm lying. And I told you weeks before, months before, about those people who say some things publicly. You either quote them or play what they say, and they're going to talk to the people and say, that's not what I meant. What I meant was this, was that. How are you going to be a liar when you're quoting somebody? Now, some people might not be aware of that, but Reg is very close. Is very close to someone who apparently had connections. So first, I'm going to share the link to the article. Done. Have the link in the chat. And I will read just this paragraph, unless I change my mind, but I want to keep it simple. It is, it says literally, it is debate. There's surely a A missing. It is a debate about whether us ever stood for United Slaves. That is not my debate. Karanga did meet with LA Police Chief Thomas Redding and Governor Ronald Reagan in supposedly an effort to help with the aftermath of the riots following Martin Luther King's assassination and to discuss the imprisonment of US members. Karanga met with Police Chief Redding and then with Reagan at Reagan's request. Governor Ronald Reagan requested to speak with Ron or Molana Karanga. As reported by Scott Brown in Fighting for Us, this is the title of the book. Brown also documented the torture of two black women by Karenga, which, with, which I will detail later. Karenga was very displeased with Brown's Fighting for Us and had his colleague Molefi Asante write a very lofty and flattering biography of him entitled Karenga, an intellectual portrait. Among other errors, Asante claims that Karenga was mentor to Jacob Hudson Caruthers on matters related to the study of Kemet, ancient Egypt. The opposite is true. While Karenga was in jail for kidnap and torture of two black women, Caruthers was in Senegal meeting with Sheikh Anta Diop, discussing the need to teach the history, literature, and culture of Kemet. Of course, Asante doesn't mention this fact. Asante gloats about Karenga being a founding, I'm sorry, Asante gloats about Karenga being a founder of ASCAC, but it doesn't address the fact that Karenga's ego got him voted out of ASCAC in 1988. He was also removed from the Republic of New Africa in 1969. Members of the Black Radical Congress has long thought of him as an agent of the FBI. Asante did a biased, gloating, oftentimes false, and very poor job, poor, on the facts about Karenga. Equally, Asante leaves out some other very critical history about Karenga, which I will address. So, I want to state publicly that the proceeding is not authorized by any third party. Any references to officers and agents are commentary. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. I hereby state that I am not harassing any known or secret agent or officers dwelling amongst the so called conscious community. I am not harassing or bullying any government agent, regardless of their agency and their agenda. I am merely making commentary as it is my right according to free speech, freedom of speech. No threats from me has been directed towards any federal agent whatsoever, any policeman whatsoever. I am not aware of the title, duties, purpose, agenda of any government agent, anybody on the government's payroll. I'm not aware of, I'm not at war with, I'm not threatening, and I'm not planning on causing bodily harm or emotional distress whatsoever. I'm not part of this secret organization where people bend over and get smacked in the booty It is their right to do so. They are not committing any crime when they are showing each other love by bending over and getting spanked in the booty. So they have the right to do so. I have merely commented on this activity as documented by the encyclopedia Wikipedia, along with other sources available online with the search engine Google. The statements that I read are not my creation. So I think I understand why some people are pseudo as heck and nobody is criticizing them. People probably receive some letters or phone calls or visits telling them it's what it is. It is what it is. You know what's up. You're gonna get down or lay down. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. But it is quite incredible to me that some people will threaten to take legal action to take people to court over some posts and comments. But I don't think anything will surprise me now. Stay safe, stay healthy, and if I'm allowed to by the Neteru, I will definitely holler back at you. Hotep.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know,